I'm being joined by defense expert Major Mohammed Ali Shah. Major Shah, now this comes, of course, as no surprise that China is looking to create an offensive, of course, with its expansionist ideas. Now this is Xi Jinping instructing the PLA quite explicitly to direct all of its focus, to direct all of its attention towards warfare.
Aarti, absolutely. Sometime back, just about a month or two back, when the SU summit was going to start, at that time, if you remember, China had given orders that they are going to withdraw, and they moved back slightly, and everybody was rejoicing it, and everybody was happy. And even I said, why not? Okay, if we have a chance to rejoice, fine, we should rejoice, but we should not forget the fact is that China is not to be trusted. Their strategy is very, very simple. Their strategy is to take a step behind when everyone's watching, no doubt, but thereafter take 2 steps forward when no one is watching you. And they actually believe in Sun Tzu's philosophy, and that is the art of war. Sun Tzu writes to the acme of a military general is to win wars without fighting. And that is exactly what China does. But now China, in winters, they're on the back foot because their soldiers are not battle hardy as ours to face the winters. Secondly, they place all robotic army on their borders. Thirdly, their altitude at the Indo-Tibet border is such that when the aircraft take off, they take off with only half payload of fuel. As a result, only when you have half payload of fuel in your fuel tanks, you obviously cannot complete a full sortie. Chinese generals have written about the bravery of Indian army soldiers who are battle hardy. But now, when Xi Jinping, also there were rumors of Xi Jinping just about 2 odd months back that, there was a military coup in China, and then he was under house arrest and such things. So these kind of internal conflict, internal problems in China will keep on happening at the same time, Xi Jinping will, now come on, a prime minister over there, head of the state is coming for a 3rd term, and he will come out, emerge as more powerful now in China. He will actually, we may not like it, but the very fact that he will keep the military prowess even stronger, and he is going to get aggressive. We might rejoice that, oh, China would not this thing, but they will be very sly, very slimy. They're not to be trusted. But at the end of the day, they are international organizations like the Quad. Now, Quad had a military exercise. They are having a military exercise just now. So they are there they will curb, they will ensure that China does not grow out of their boots. That the curb would, because if China is allowed to grow right now, let me tell you, they will create havoc around the world for everyone else. Not just the neighbors, not people who are sitting far away. Solomon Islands, who are sitting far away from them, who they think they can be friends with China. But then China has proved it. Any nation which has made friends with China, it should be a learning lesson for Solomon Islands as well. That they would meet the same fate what happened to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, we gave them $2.8 billion aid in February this year itself because we had foreseen that problem coming for Sri Lanka, and you saw you covered it extensively and very, very wisely and very, very sensibly, RC, about the Sri Lanka crisis.
Right.
So any nation that makes friends with Sri Lanka, with China, that the same fate they meet with what Sri Lanka met, and Xi Jinping is only going to strengthen his bond, which I think, in a way, strategically, every nation would actually do that, would try to settle this.
Right.